Oh no, this ain't good. Ryan Garcia links with rapper French Montana. Huh? Ryan Garcia definitely moving around. Make sure you guys follow me, Boxing Ego 1. We just hit over 59,000 followers. So become one of the followers. I got news over there. We're multi-platform. This ain't just a YouTube thing. But I want to talk about this. Ryan Garcia, he was working out with rapper French Montana. You see Ryan dapping up French Montana. Ryan's definitely moving around, linking with people. And I'm going to tell you why I think this is bad news for the Haney Act, right? So you guys see this clip. French Montana, I don't even know how this is, like a weird link up almost. I don't know how it came about, but French Montana ran into Ryan Garcia. Maybe they're in the same hotel and it was all love. French Montana, he has 39, almost 40 million followers, and he posted it on his story as well. And, you know, this is great exposure for everybody. He has more followers than Ryan Garcia, which is, Ryan got a lot. You know what I mean? I don't even know where he's at right now. And it says, me and Champ, huh? Getting ready for our next fight. Bet on yourself. And then he tagged him. And it said they on the coat wave. Let's get it. Fire. Treadmill with ups. Got it. Dirty Rihanna. Never won a championship. French working out in the white ones. That's nasty work. So on and so forth. Oh, it's about to get hectic. So this is a cool link up. Now, the reason I say this is bad news for the Haney Act is because Ryan popped dirty. And for real, it doesn't seem like anyone cares. Right? We're still waiting on the B sample. Ryan came out today and said he's willing to give Devin Haney a rematch. And I think a rematch, like I've said, everything I said came true for this fight, Haney Garcia. A rematch would be a do or die fight at this point based on how the first fight played out for Devin, right? It would be a do or die fight. You can't afford to lose, especially in that same fashion or worse, considering who Devin Haney, you know, was, his reputation and who he's supposed to be. I mean, Devin and his team talked a lot. They said stuff like, I'm Floyd Mayweather reincarnated, yada, yada, yada. So as far as I'm concerned, the aura has been shattered for Devin Haney, and it's a long road back from here. Ryan says, Devin, uck it. Let's run it again. If you feel you were cheated, we can run it again. I'll only eat oysters for the training camp and I won't sleep. So he's obviously trolling, saying I'll only eat oysters. Now, back to this French Montana. The reason why I'm saying this is a bad look is because, like Kendrick said, I'm what the coach are feeling. Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney, upset fashion, and now he got the torch. He running around. He linking up with all the coach's favorites. From Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. He's been on shows and podcasts like Patrick Bet David, which has his own built-in audience. Yesterday, he was on Fresh and Fit. He's linking up with French Montana. I've been following this very closely. You guys see, Ryan Garcia invents new shadow boxing dance on stage with rapper YG, right? And he's on stage with YG, having fun, living life, you know, dancing and these types of things. And meanwhile, we've seen very little of Devin Haney, who was supposed to be Floyd Mayweather reincarnated. So Ryan, despite the B sample in limbo, he's just out and about with, you know, rappers and stuff, showing face, building his brand. He was also with former President Donald Trump, and he's just moving around mean, like he's on a crazy victory lap, right? Crazy victory lap. And you have Devin Haney, who's kind of like almost in remission. And then you got posts like this that I created from Ryan Garcia. He's trolling Devin Haney still. He's saying that Devin Haney looks like the father from That's So Raven. And he says, ain't no way this his dad. I don't care, bro. And he's tagging Devin Haney. So He's clearly on the victory lap. He clearly doesn't care about the testing positive for Ostarine. He says, I can't spot the difference. He's moving around. He's on PJs going from coast to coast. He's in Miami now. He was in LA the other day, in Vegas and all this type of stuff. And meanwhile, Devin Haney, who normally pops out, we haven't seen much. He did do this interview where he said regarding the Ryan Garcia loss, I felt like something was up. I've never been overmatched like that, says Devin Haney. And I told you, for me, I think this was a bad interview to do without the B sample closure to the whole situation. Ryan, of course, is denying it, but the point I'm making in this video is showing you my greatness in this space with talking boxing. I told you before the fight, I didn't like the fight. Ryan started doing a bunch of different ways of promoting and trolling, and now this thing is FUBAR. It's a complete mess. Devin is left picking up the pieces. There's this whole B sample that's in limbo right now. And regardless of that, like I said in my past videos, stay tuned and watch this video to the end. I'll prove it. I'll prove that I said these things before the fight even happened, in case there are any doubters. I give you guys quality, not only visual quality, audio quality. And from my assessments and breakdowns, I must know a thing or two about boxing. Told you this was a lose-lose situation for Devin Haney and a win-win situation for Ryan Garcia. So many people agreed, but there are also people, per usual, and that's why I love my job, because the breadcrumbs are there. There were people like, oh no, you're tripping, ego. Who cares? Woom woom wompty. This is not a win-win for Ryan. Devin's gonna crush him. They said Devin's gonna dominate him. They said Devin's gonna knock out Ryan in the first 3 to 6 rounds. None of that happened. And now Devin, his stock has dropped and taken a major hit, even with this B sample in limbo. And Ryan is doing this like victory tour, almost like he won the Super Bowl. And he's linking with people of the culture, guys like French Montana, who I just showed you, he has almost 40 million followers. And the rappers are embracing him. YG did an interview with Devin Haney before the fight. And then after the fight, I just showed you, Ryan's on stage and he's dancing with YG, the same guy who had a podcast and, you know, was really interviewing Devin Haney. So they're not taking sides. A lot of these rappers and stuff aren't taking sides. But you leave it to the Haneyacks. They said Devin Haney is the face of boxing. They said Devin Haney is his time now. And they said all these things. Gervonta Davis era is over. They said Floyd Mayweather's era is over. And now none of that is looking true, because you have a guy named Tank Davis who's stupid popping and everybody wants to see his next fight. It's a great fight. It's going to be a movie. And then you also have Ryan Garcia, who, all things considered, his star power still appears to be there. You got people like, just imagine other people who have went through whatever low points in their career. Some people will steer clear of those people and be like, I don't want to be seen with this person because they got a Me Too case. That's not the case here with Ryan Garcia at all, because people are still inviting him to their podcast. Celebrities and rappers still having Ryan at the show. Coach Prime is letting Ryan perform his song and rock his show. I just seen the other day, Shaquille O'Neal was dissing Shannon Sharp, and Shaquille O'Neal, he actually got on Ryan Garcia's beat, and Ryan's dropping taunts and memes and diss songs. He's now saying he'll do the rematch. Now the rematch becomes exceptionally dangerous. Ryan is beefing with Conor McGregor. He's beefing with Bryce Hall, beefing with Errol Spence. He's beefing with Sean O'Malley, etc., etc. And it's just blowing him up even more. No Diddy. Like, it's blowing him up because you got McGregor speaking on his fight, you know, good or bad. And then you have Ryan being seen everywhere. He's everywhere. This is exactly what I predicted. And meanwhile, you got Devin Haney. He's saying no to a Ryan Garcia rematch before the B sample investigation is concluded. So you got Ryan Garcia on his crazy mean. I don't really know. I really don't know who had a victory lap after a win that was so publicized and they were just moving around crazy like this. He moving like he the Golden State Warriors and they just won a championship or something. And then regarding the drug test, May 22nd, we're going to see what happens and what happens next. But Ryan is saying, hey, I was with Trump, and then all of a sudden this came out. He's blaming Victor Conti. He's blaming something foul. He's claiming there's a witch hunt against him, and that's why he failed a test. And then you go to his comment section. There are a lot of people who are in the comment section believing him, and he's acting super nonchalant. This got to be a nightmare for Devin Haney. The fact that he lost bad, and this is what I predicted. Clout chasing Tank and trying to outdo Tank. Your team didn't move in the same way. They didn't have a rehydration clause. When Ryan missed weight by 3.2 pounds, they didn't make Ryan step on the scale again the next day because you probably didn't want your weight revealed or leaked to the media. And now Ryan beat you. People aren't going to forget it, regardless of what happens with his B sample. And he's running around with rappers on stage performing songs and diss songs and Coach Prime. Everything I've said in this video, this is just very bad. This is just very bad stuff. And for me, having the foresight, I was able to see this before it actually happened. But now I am triple downing on what I've already told you. Stay tuned to the end of this video and you're seeing it. The rappers don't look like they care whatever's going on. And that's what happens when we're talking about casuals. Casuals, they may not like be focused on did he test positive or what's Ostarine. There's also conflicting reports that have caused mass confusion where it says Ryan has been cleared. So again, if you're a casual, you're not following up with this. And given the fact that there's reports that are inaccurate, but they're being publicized, that Ryan has been cleared of all wrongdoing because he did get cleared of the nandrolone metabolite. I don't know that people really care, especially the casuals. The only people that care are the Haniacs and diehard boxing fans. But Ryan is making waves within the culture. He's moving around freely. He's not moving around like a ridiculed, guilty man. And now my words are forever true that I said before the fight. Ryan Garcia played this well, and it becomes a win-win situation. Because now, no matter what happens with the B sample, he got people on his side that don't believe that he cheated for whatever reason. He's convinced them of that. He's convinced people. And again, look, you see him with Deion Sanders, and Deion Sanders like, I love you, and all these types of things. So Ryan Garcia has played this so well. Meanwhile, Devin Haney is really out the picture. We haven't even really seen Devin Haney outside of when Ryan initially popped dirty. So Ryan's on a hell of a promotional tour. And then it's just like the other thing that's kind of forced is like Devin Haney said, I don't want to hear no excuses. After I beat this guy, I trained hard for this. And you got to feel for him, because imagine training like he does and training hard for a big event, and then somebody is making it the laughing stock of boxing and attracting like a non-boxing audience at that's probably not going to commit to support boxing monetarily, and you trained all hard. So you got to feel bad for that. I feel bad for anybody, like someone trained hard in the camp and then their opponent misses weight, they fight get canceled or something, or they pop dirty. I feel bad for the opponent. But Devin Haney, he's saying like, oh man, y'all got to give me credit. Ryan is making it super hard to give you a lot of credit based on how he's acting. He's acting like literally insane. So it's like he's trying to burn the money. That's what Ryan is acting like. It's too erratic. Some people think it's true, and that's his personality. Some people think he's on drugs. Some people think he's like anxiety or anxious. But some people think it's skullduggery. That's why I said I don't like the fight for Devin Haney, because at this point, I really don't see the upside. You'll see on Saturday. You will see. If the fight makes it, if we make it to Saturday, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Come back to the channel. The way it plays out, I truly believe the world of boxing is going to be embarrassed. The world of boxing, when it plays out, is going to be like, what did I waste my time on? What did I invest my time on when it comes to that? I just have that feeling. I have a feeling like it's going to basically leave fans talking / disappointed somewhere in there. I don't know exactly how it plays out, but I don't think it'll be like the sport of boxing won and grew crazy. Ryan knocks out Devin, controversy, disqualification. I mean, just look at the potential options for a fight.